Okay, how to do the lip rolls. First, place your fingers on the corners of your mouth. Now walk your fingers about, I don't know, an inch, half an inch away from your mouth, maybe kind of towards your ears. From here, gently lift the skin up a little bit, almost like you're making a bit of a smile. Notice how that makes your lips get a little bit pouty. We want them really loose, okay? Now, keep your lips together, keep them a little pouty, or think of a sad little kid who didn't get the cookie he wanted. And now breathe in, and just think of you had a long day. You've been at school for hours or at work for hours, and you're tired of being there, you're finally done. So you breathe in, you go, you're so bored and sick of being there. Oh, I'm finished. Or, oh, I'm really bored. Or I'm cold. Or I'm a horse. You have to breathe out because air is what makes your lips do that, right? If I don't breathe out, nothing's going to happen. The other thing is you have to make sure your lips aren't too far apart. If they're too far apart or tense, you're going to get kind of a nothing's going to happen. Or if they're too tight, nothing's going to happen. If they're too close together, you're not going to get the right sound. So you want to keep them close, touching, but loose. Notice how I'm breathing in and breathing out. Repeat after me. You can do it like a sigh. And it should feel super relaxing. You know, you just breathe in. Now there's a reason why we do the lifting of the cheeks. It just helps to keep everything very relaxed. The next thing for lip rolls is you want to make sure that you think of the word bubble or b, so that you don't lose the lip connection. So think of the word bubble or b. You also might want to make the lip rolls a little bit dopey, but I'll talk about that more in the additional tips. If you're still having trouble, pretend you have a toy car. Take your fingers away for a second and just pretend you're driving the car. Just you can drive it all around, uphill, downhill, and that way you don't think about it too hard, because if you think about it too hard, it might mess you up. Okay? Great. Additional tips for lip rolls. Okay, first of all, put your thumbs underneath your chin. We don't want those muscles to tighten up. So if you swallow, you feel them move, right? We don't want them to push down or tighten up or pull forward. We want them soft. Hopefully yours feels soft right now. So when you run your thumb back and forth across the belly of the muscles, hopefully they feel like they're not doing anything. Okay, so we want to try and keep that feeling. So let's just test it first. So get your fingers ready. Don't do a lip roll yet. Just breathe out, see if they stay the same. Okay, so breathe out. Yep, mine are still the same. Hopefully yours are too. Now let your lips catch on to that air a little bit, like a parachute. See my lips catching it? Now let your lips come together a little more, blow a little more, and let's start to roll. But see if you can keep those muscles relaxed. Oh, there we go. And you know what? It feels better. Because when those muscles are tight, they can block your airflow. They can cause your voice to not work quite right, especially as you go higher. So especially as you go higher, keep them relaxed. Very good. When you're doing lip rolls, you don't have to think about pushing. Don't push too hard with your stomach. Don't go, that's too intense. Just make it like a sigh, except for it's a roll. So, it feels good, okay? Next tip, As you go higher, I want you to stand up when you're doing these. I want you to bend forward, and I mean quite a bit. So bend from the hips, not from the stomach, because we don't want to block off your breathing. Bend forward from the hips. You're going to feel a little bit like a bird eating bird seed. Bend forward about halfway, so you're parallel to the floor. This allows you to get higher without reaching up. So it makes it easier to go higher with the lip roll. So the higher you go, the more you might want to bend over. So if it's, I'm going to make sure that I'm halfway down for the highest note. Now I know for the camera I disappeared for a second there, but just imagine, okay? Again, thinking of B or bubble. The last thing that you want to remember for the lip rolls, there's quite a bit to the lip rolls to do them right, and that is we don't want your vocal cords to start coming apart as you go higher. The cords need to stay connecting in order to make sound, okay? So as you go higher, we don't want kind of a where it goes kind of a weak. We want to keep that connected, you know, it should sound the same kind of the whole time. Like my cords are still doing their job. So a little trick, as you sing higher for the higher notes in your scale, I want you to picture the sound of a little bit of vocal fry in there, a little bit dopey. You notice it's not it's almost like, yo Vinny, you took all my money, If you think of putting a little bit of that sound underneath your singing or your lip roll, even if you don't totally feel it, just picture it, you'd be amazed how much higher you can sing. So try that. And the last tip, if I can remember what I wanted to tell you, oh yes, as you sing higher, picture your vocal cords are getting tinier. There's a reason for that, so just picture tiny vocal cords with the and you'll be amazed how you can get quite a bit higher than you might have thought. So this is a lot. There are a lot of tips to lip rolls. If you can nail the feeling of the lip rolls, it's going to help you with everything. So keep working on it, practice it, train those muscles to remember what they're supposed to do when you're doing lip rolls. So you've got to practice it, okay? Great job. Okay, lip rolls, the most popular exercise in the world because they work so well warming up your vocal cords, getting your air flowing, helping you to connect with your deeper breathing, and increasing vasodilation to your vocal cords, so getting blood flow to your voice. Just like when you work out, you kind of warm up, you want to get the blood flowing, get things moving. We want your voice to get blood flow too, get it warmed up, get it ready to sing. So lip rolls are great because you can just kind of do them and you don't have to think about it too much after a while, after you get used to it.